Hey guys, Mark here, and we're back with another video. Before I get started, I just want to apologize that it's actually 11:45 p.m. as I'm recording this video on May 24th, 2023, and this trade will be based on what happened today. I will show you my trade and how it went, okay? Before we get started, I just want to say I am not a financial advisor, and everything you will see in this video is for educational purposes only. Now, another thing is, I saw your comment from like an hour ago, RTG, and you mentioned a few things I want to clarify. So, first you mentioned if I specifically enter, I do believe you did mention if I specifically enter on fair value gaps or imbalances, yes. You asked me if I look for the trade after 10. Well, you didn't ask me, you were asking if that was correct, and no, it's not. I don't look for a trade after 10 because this is not the silver bullet, okay? The silver bullet has unique criteria such as 5-point stop loss, 5-point take profit. What I'm doing is not a 5-point stop loss, 5-point take profit. It could be, but it's not. And also, I don't trade after 10 a.m. So immediately with those two criterias, I'm not trading the silver bullet. Now, I could say the entry technique is pretty much the same because we do it on a fair value gap or imbalance. But if I had to compare models, I think my way of trading would be closer to ICT's 2022 model. So nothing he's teaching now, but what he taught early on last year would be what my training is based on, because he would draw these 8 a.m. line and the midnight open, okay? So I just wanted to clarify that I'm not trading the silver bullet, so I can't really teach on that because I don't really focus on that. And with that being said, let's go see what the market was doing. So at 8:30 is when I start looking for trade. Comparing 8:30 a.m. to where price is, we see it is trading below midnight open. It is trading below yesterday's close, but it is not trading below 8 a.m. So if I'm going to be bullish, I want it to be trading below 8:30, or if it's not going to be trading below 8 a.m., sorry, not 8:30. If it's not going to be trading below 8 a.m. open, then I want it to be in a good support area, okay? And that's another thing. ICT does not trade off support and resistance areas. He used to back in the day, but not anymore. So right now we're just watching, right? So I'm not waiting until 10 o'clock to take a trade, but it could happen after 10, okay? So I'm not specifically waiting for it to be 10. I'm just waiting for a trade setup to occur after 8:30, between 8:30 and 11, because that's when price is most volatile here. So far, price has now traded below the 8 a.m. open. So now I am bullish, but to enter a trade, I now need price to either change character or go into support, then change character, okay? So let's see what happens. Look what happened here. So here it looked like it wanted to change character, okay? Because this low was the last low before this, where it closed below this low, right? Because these candles did not close below here. So, and the high between this low and this low right here would be right here. It never went above it, so it didn't change character. And also, because we're not in support, we're not taking anything. And look what happens here. It does not break above it again. So it's still telling us it is bearish. So it wants to drop more. And we're looking to see if it will go in support area. Okay? And obviously, spoiler alert, we know where the trade is coming. But all this time right here, I'm just waiting, okay? I'm just waiting right now. There's nothing, because one, we may be in support, but we're not changing any character. We're still bearish. We're still making lower highs. So until we change character, there's nothing we could do here. So even here, we didn't change character because we didn't break up here. We didn't close above it or break it. Nothing. Still nothing right here. See, you could have been fooled to get in here, right? because look, big bullish moves, but then it never changed any character, so there's nothing there. So we're still waiting. And then right here, okay, look at this. This is where character changes actually on this candle right here, because look, this is the low, okay? Between this low and this low, where's the highest point? Right here. And this is a triple high, and this is the highest point. So now we need price to close above it, right? And then come back into a price closes above it, right? And it had this imbalance right here you could have taken your trade off of, which I will mark here. Now I hope I'm not going too fast, and I hope I am able to explain this properly, but okay, so then it created another imbalance below that, so you could then aim for that imbalance, okay? But since it came down into this imbalance, it should not come back down into this one, because it's also creating another imbalance, and this is where I took my trade, right here. Entered the trade there, and as you could see, price went all the way up to TP just like that, okay? Now, the thing is, after that, I don't care, right? That's my 2R, because my stop loss is actually right here, right? My stop loss is here, and my 2R is right here. And that's it. If you want to go a pip below, remember what happened yesterday. If you want to go a pip below with the stop loss, that means you're taking less take profit. You're taking less profit, but you're keeping it right there, and price hits it, okay? And again, like I said, this is not the ICT. It did happen after 10. In fact, it happened after 11. Usually I would not wait that long, but because look at how price was accumulating in this supply zone. It failed to break this supply or support, whatever you want to call these things, guys. It failed to break through it, right? And it was accumulating all the way from here, actually. You could even say this is a Wyckoff pattern right here. But regardless, it played out just like we always look for, okay? Again, last time, I'm going to explain this in the video. Obviously, I'll explain it more in other videos. We want to see price trading below yesterday's close, okay? Yesterday's close, midnight open. If we're buyers, okay, maybe take notes of this. If we are buying, we want price to be below yesterday's close, midnight open, and 8 a.m. open. Okay? So if we're buying, we want price to be below that. We want it to preferably be in a higher time frame support. Okay? And finally, once it's in there, we want it to change character. And how I look for change of characters is I just map where the last low is compared to the current low, and I see the highest point. I want price to break the highest point between those lows, okay? This was the low, this is the low. Where's the highest point? Right here. Once price breaks that and closes above it, it's a change of character. And that's pretty much it. And once it changes character, I'm looking for a fair value gap below that. And obviously there wasn't any here, but it was right as it changed character. It had a fair value gap, so that's okay with me. You enter either there, or I entered here, so I missed this entry right here. I entered right here, and there you go. And now, before I get off, let me just, obviously I have other trades that I trade during the Tokyo session, and I have weekly trades I have on my swing trades. So yeah, I do have other trades. Obviously what I have there, you see the SPX trades, those are from this morning, and as you could see, that's my funded challenge account. And yeah, that's all I have for you today, and I will see you guys in the next video.